A maskless Novak Djokovic, pictured at events the day after his lawyers say he tested positive for COVID-19. The world number one was seen hugging children at a tennis centre in his native Serbia and spoke at an event for his foundation. His lawyers say the positive result on December 16th means the tennis powerhouse had a medical exemption to enter Australia to play in the Open later this month.
He thought, along with the guidance from Tennis Australia, who told players that if they weren't vaccinated, one of the ways they could get around entry into Australia was if they had tested positive to COVID in the past 6 months, then they were exempt from getting vaccinated and could enter the country without quarantine.
But on Wednesday, Australian border officials told Djokovic it wasn't enough for an exemption. He was stopped at the border, his visa cancelled, and is now in immigration detention in Melbourne ahead of a hearing on Monday.
Let him go! He's not a criminal!
Protesters have gathered outside the hotel, pledging their support for the 34-year-old athlete.
The longer it goes on, it's more and more embarrassing for Australia, which is supposed to be the home of the free, and we're not. He's locked up in that hotel room.
Djokovic has never revealed his vaccination status and has been a vocal opponent of vaccine mandates. The visa controversies led to a sporting and diplomatic dispute, with Serbia accusing Australia of treating Djokovic like a prisoner.
He had all the assurances that his visa paperwork was in order and confidently announced his departure for Melbourne. During his 24-hour flight, things took a dramatic turn, and it appears that his arrival became a political hot potato between the Victorian state government and the federal government, who both wanted to rid themselves of responsibility for his visa.
Djokovic isn't the only athlete who's been caught up. Czech player Renata Vorokova was detained in the same hotel. She left the country after her visa was also revoked, following issues with her medical exemption. Djokovic had travelled to Australia seeking to win his record-breaking 21st Grand Slam singles title. He's asked for alternative accommodation so he can still train for the event. That request has been denied. Alexi, Al Jazeera.